morning and welcome to Mrs. Pennington's Preschool. We are week 5, day 3. We are continuing with the letter E and the number 3. And you can get all of the worksheets that you need right on the video description. There's a link to my Google Drive and you can click it and print off what you need for the day. And I hope you guys are learning right along with us. So this is our worksheet for today. We will write our E's, find the little E, circle the lizard with only 3 spots. Practice our 2's and our 3's, and then we're looking for our letter sounds right
Mom,
here.
where's
The letter at the beginning sound of the word. So egg, bike, envelope, and clock. So what do you hear when you first hear the word? So egg. All right, let's start our work. Write your name. V. Start with your V.
Where's Zeke's minion?
Circle the lizards with just 3 spots. Only the ones that have 3. Yes, that one has 3. Circle him. Good job. What else has 3 spots? Just 3 spots.
I'm gonna need
Yes, he has 3.
Mom, where did this guy go?
One more, Cass. You're doing great. Keep looking. One more.
I think that
One more
way.
lizard. One more
Mom,
lizard.
look, I think I'm gonna
He
put.
has no spots. 0. How many does he have?
I
Count.
think
Count his
that
spots. 1, 2, 4 now.
This
Over here.
one.
Yes. You're hiding. Can you find him? That has 4 spots. 4 cheeky spots.
Mommy, I'm gonna X out and out.
Okay, you X them out. One more E.
Naughty boy. Smack,
All right.
smack.
Tracing, and then find your letter sounds. Egg, 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 That's duh. It's not a
Mommy,
day.
I done. Mommy, I
Egg,
done
yes.
him. Gun.
Okay, what about this? What's that? Bike. Bike.
Okay.
Exit out. Bike. Please do it right.
Mommy,
Envelope.
this has
Envelope.
one.
Do it right. Envelope. Yes. Like elephant and egg. Clock. Clock. You hear the cup? Yes. Okay. What about you, sweetie? Egg. Which one says F? Look at these letters.
Mommy, envelope.
Which letter says F? Egg. Yes, E says F. Circle. This is a bike. Which one says bike? What letter says ba? Yes, the B. B says ba. What about this? This is an envelope.
Mom,
Envelope.
Mommy.
F. Yes, E. E says F. This is a clock. Clock. Yes, C says ka. And the 2. Can you do 3? Start at the top. To the right. Half circle. Go do your 2's. To the right. Curl around to the right. And whee! Start at the top, buddy. Line straight down. Good job. Let's review our letters. So we'll start out A. A says A. A, like you're biting an apple. A. B. B, like you're bouncing a ball. B. B. C. The letter C says k, like a cat. C says k. D. The letter D says da, like you're drumming on a drum. D. Da. E. Do E next. E like an elephant. So E says big elephant nose. E says eh. I'm going to review how we write them so remember that. So for an A, we always start at the top. A comes straight down. Circle with a line. A. A says ah.
Mommy, I cannot do anything like this. I'll scribble this.
The letter B. Start at the top. Two half circles, like our number 3. B says ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. B. C. The letter C is a half circle. You start at the top and you go to the left. Remember that. C. Little c is the same. C. C says k, 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 like the cat. D. The letter D. Start at the top. Come straight down. And a little d has a line with the half circle and the back of the line. Remember, if a baby has a diaper on, it's in the back, so duh, duh, duh. And our letter B, if the mama has a belly, the B's and the circle's in the front of the line. So B, ba, ba, baby. D, it's in the back. So E, start at the top, come straight down. This one is shorter. These are about the same length. E. For our little e, start in the middle, come straight out, and do a half circle. E. E says eh, 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 like a big elephant's trunk. Eh, eh, eh. All right, let's write our E's. So for our E's today, we have an envelope. Envelope.
This is my guy.
Envelope comes in the mail. It could be a birthday card or a bill for mommy and daddy. E. E says envelope. And then on the back, we are matching our big and small. So big A, little a, big C, little c, big pair of scissors, little pair of scissors.
Guys, take off all the lids so they can be faster, and you can do meow meow meow. You can do you can scribble scrabble. Now I'm gonna use every kind of color. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna use orange, baby. I'm gonna use 9 and 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, orange. Running. And I am.
For the little E, we go straight out and a half circle.
Mommy, I did that.
Straight out and a half circle. Big one. E says F. E says F. F, F, envelope. F, F, elevator. F, F, escalator. E says F. The letter E.
I actually did it. K.
Okay, do an E, love. E says
I can't
A.
do
F.
a. Now I did.
Makes a sound and E
Mom,
says
now I
F.
did a K.
E says F, F, F.
I
Come on,
need
Vic.
to count it.
Start at the top. Straight down. E says F. Come on now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I did one there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, you're doing it better than I am. You do it. Start at the top. Straight down.
1.
E. No. Don't go back up like that. Vic, you're just making a hodgepodge mess. E says F. Good job.
I
Right
did
here.
not do it very well.
Well, pick another one.
I'm just gonna get orange.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna get one of these.
All right. Big A, little A. Good job, Kaz.
Big A, middle A.
Big
I did
E
it.
has to go here. Little E, and where's the big E, Kaz? Where do you go? Up here, up here, up here. Ooh, that's big E. Big E, little E. F, F, F. Big E, little E. Big E, little E.
Mommy, I thought this coming there.
That's a D. Where is little D? Duh, duh, duh.
I'm having some trouble.
Let's see. C goes up here. Okay, that's fine. If you take it from D. D says duh. D says duh. Big D, little D. Find your C. Yes, right there. Big C, little C.
There.
Yes.
This one goes.
Now we can get our book.
Mom, can this one go to there?
No. Big D, little D.
That one goes to there.
Big E, little E.
Mom, did that one go to there?
Yes. Big E, little E. Hey, you still done your E right, buddy.
Goes to there.
Big E, little E. Big E, little E. That's D. D goes to little D. I think we should do it again with another one. I can't quite tell what you've done here. Do it right. Big A, little A.
Mommy, I want that.
Big C, little C.
Mommy, I want that done.
Big D. No. Where's little D? He's over here. That's little D. That's E. E goes with big E.
Mom, did that one go to there?
Yes. Where's little E? E, E, E. Good job.
Scissors.
Yep. And the dog.
Yes, guy is fat.
So our book for today is called Koala Lou.
I'm missing one.
Koala Lou. There was once a baby koala, so soft and round that all who saw her loved her. Her name was Koala Lou. The emu loved her, the platypus loved her, and even the tough little koala claws next door loved her.
Look who?
Koala Lou. But it was her mother who loved her most of all. 100 times a day she would laugh and shake her head and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Whenever she stretched in the early morning sun, or climbed a gum tree, or bravely went down the track all by herself, her mother would smile and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." The years passed, and other koalas were born. Brothers and sisters for Koala Lou. Soon her mother was so busy, she didn't have time to tell Koala Lou that she loved her, although of course she did.
Mom, why Koala Lou follow?
Every night, as she curled up under the stars, Koala Lou thought about the times when her mother had looked at her and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you," and she longed for her to say it again. One night, Koala Lou had a splendid idea. Preparations had begun for the Bush Olympics. She would enter the Olympics. She would compete in the gum tree climbing event, and she would win. And her mother would fling her arms around her neck again and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Koala Lou began her training right away. She jogged and puffed and lifted weights and panted. She hung from a branch with one claw at a time till she ached. She did push-ups till her stomach hurt, and last of all, she climbed the tallest tree that she could find, over and over and over again.
Mommy, is this awkward?
Sometimes her mother would watch her and ask, "How you doing, Blossom?" "Just fine, fine," Koala Lou would reply. At last, the day of the Bush Olympics arrived. Koala Claus had also entered the gum tree climbing, and everyone knew how fast she was. But Koala Lou wasn't scared. She saw her mother in the crowd, and imagined her saying, "Koala Lou, I do love you," and her heart filled with hope.
Mommy, this
It was Koala Claus who went first. Her climb was a record-breaking 22 meters and 70 seconds flat. The spectators whistled and cheered wildly and waved their holiday hats. "Can I do better than that?" thought Koala Lou. "I must." As she stepped towards the tree, a hush fell over the crowd. "On your mark," said the kookaburra. "Get set, go!" Koala Lou leapt onto the tree. Up and up she climbed, higher and higher and higher, faster and faster and faster, until there she was, right at the very top. The spectators roared and clapped and stamped their feet. But she wasn't fast enough. In spite of all her training and all her hoping, it was Koala Claus who won the gum tree climbing. Koala Lou came second. Koala Lou went off and hid. She heard the shouts of the Bush Olympics and cried her heart out. When the first stars of evening appeared in the sky, Koala Lou crept home through the dark and up into the gum tree. Her mother was waiting for her. Before she could say a word, her mother had flung her arms around her neck and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you. I always have and I always will." And she hugged her for a very long time. Let's review our numbers. For 0, we started at the top and went left. 0 means nothing. Nothing's there. 0. 1, you start at the top, come straight down. 1, just one of something. 2, start at the top, slide to the right, and whee! 1, 2, 2 of something. 1, 2. Then for our 3s,
because it is a minion, because look, it has a little face.
For our 3s, start at the top, half circle, half circle. So we start at the top, slide to the right, half circle, half circle. Try not to do this in the middle. See how I don't know if you can see that. Try not to do that. Just a line right like that.
That's him.
So let's write it again. Start at the top,
Shoes.
slide to the right, half circle, half circle, half circle, half circle. The number 3. Let's do 3 hearts at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. 3, the number 3. Color in our hearts. One, 2, 3. And next week on our morning worksheets, we're gonna focus on some counting. We're gonna try to count some higher numbers up to like 8 and 9 and 10, and really practice on that top to bottom, left to right.
Look, there's a robot.
I think that's really important, and the kids aren't picking that up as much. We haven't focused on it a lot, but it's really important because we're gonna start doing more and more numbers, and they're gonna have more opportunities to count. So just make sure we do top to bottom, left to right when we count. All right, let's write our 3s, boys. So for our 3 worksheets, we have 3 helmets. And then on the back, we're just doing some simple matching so that we match the number 3. Match a boat, and a digger, and a starfish. This little man is going to watch you write your 3s. Show him how to write the 3s. He's very curious. Curious little man with no arms. I think he'll sit. There we go, okay? Write your 3s so that you can teach him. Start at the top. Half circle, half circle. That was a good attempt, guys. I'll help you out. Start at the top, slide to the right, half circle, half circle. Show your little man, he's watching. Slide to the right. Half circle, half circle. Number 3. Slide to the right. Half circle, half circle. Number 3. Slide to the right. Oh, show him. He's walking. Slide to the right. Half circle. Don't touch him. He can't see. Slide to the right. Half circle, half circle. Hey, he's going to cry if you're not nice to him. Be nice, little man. He's watching you. Slide to the right. Half circle, half circle. This is number 3.
Mommy, I like the green team, not the red team.
Do your numbers, buddy. Little man, I write it. Slide to the right. Half circle, half circle. Let's go, buddy. He's watching. Watch. He's going to stand and watch you. Let me see, guys. Let me see your number. Good job, guys. What's his name? What's the little man's name? Okay, that's too much. What's the little man's name?
George.
George. Thank you for running your 3s, guys. That's a great number. Show George how to match on the back. George is very interested in the boats. Come on, can you help him find the other boat? He's lost. Where's the other boat, Kaza? There it is. Thanks, guys. All right. Do some more. George is watching. Show George how to find the rest of them. What about the digger? George quite likes diggers. Come on, Vic. You've done some gorgeous color. I'm not giving you silver until you do your work. Do them nicely. That is just sad. Do them well. Half circle, half circle. Slide to the right. Half circle, half circle. Good job. Do it well, Vic. Slide to the right. Half circle. His head is not stuck. Come on, finish your 3s. Man went for a little walk.
Mommy is sitting down my table.
Okay. Finish your work while he sleeps.
Get one.
You can get any one you want as long as you finish your work. Good job, Vic. I love those 3s. There's one at the top when you're done.
No, I don't want to do it.
And on the back, what do we have on the back? Wow.
Mommy, I like these things.
Yeah. Keep going, number 3. Kind of matching 3s. Anchors together. Whee, anchors away.
Mommy, I don't want to call them.
No,
digger. Give it to me.
You find them over here? Oopsie daisy. You need a sharpen, that's what you need.